let's keep on this idea of state grant accountability.
Great.
In previous sessions, we have attempted to make progress on this long-standing issue of bringing greater accountability to our state grant programs. The program you just spoke about, that's a model. So our state and our taxpayers are very generous with grants and low-interest loans and tax credit programs. And over the next several months, all of our colleagues here, we're going to hear from just about every group that's seeking tax dollars. And they're going to tell us that for every tax dollar that we invest, which also means for every tax dollar the taxpayer spends, the state's going to recoup $5, $10, $50 in return. If everyone who shared that anecdote was being honest with us, I think our budget would be done by now and we'd be sitting flush with plenty of reserves, but we know that's not the case. So these programs, they don't always work as they are intended, and when those grant dollars paid by taxpayers don't pan out as promised, what recourse does the state, and really does the taxpayer have to recoup those losses? And I say that as the Senate Republicans designee on the Pennsylvania Broadband Development Authority, which is run through your department, and we appreciate that very much. It's in statute that we require grant clawbacks from entities that pledge but do not expand access to high-speed internet using those taxpayer funds. How can we make this the norm with all of our state programs that are driving out our tax dollars through grants and loans and all those different mechanisms?
Yeah, thanks for the question. I'm in strong agreement with you, actually, especially as we look at spending dollars at the scale of something like the Broadband Authority, which I'm honored to serve alongside you on. That's a lot of dollars, and we take that responsibility really seriously. So I'll share 2 points. One is, we've got to constantly be reviewing our tools. And this is less relevant to the Broadband Authority, which is sort of on a path. But as I mentioned, we have 196 tools. We're doing the hard work of trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. And as we propose changes to various tools, you will see us, and we'd love to work with you on this, propose additional accountability measures. Not because we're trying to be tough with people, but because we want to pay for performance. And as we do the analysis, it's not just like, did you do what you said you were going to do? But is this program having the impact that we want it to have? And if it's not, we should stop doing it and deploy those funds somewhere else. So that's our approach. Again, I think of this like a continuous improvement project. We're not going to get everything right off the bat. But as we ask you for example, more dollars in PA First, know that that's a program we're doubling down on because, among other reasons, it's pay for performance. The second thing is we've invested significantly, and this is partially before my time and since, in our monitoring compliance capability at DCED. As the chairman pointed out at the beginning, our general government ask for this year's $339, but we do almost $2 billion if you add up all the federal dollars. And it's really important that we run these programs balancing the need for speed and urgency with the absolute requirement for kind of integrity and eliminating waste, fraud, and abuse. And I have a lot of faith in our team. They're serious about this. We'll continue to invest and focus on it. That's our solemn duty, as you point out, as we manage, the taxpayer money.
I appreciate that. And when those dollars aren't used as intended, they're wasted. And we think about how hard the taxpayer worked to earn those dollars and send them to the Commonwealth. You're right, we can't afford to waste them.
I agree with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.